Welcome back. This is day 5 of cycling 1,500 miles across the state of Georgia for charity. We're now splitting the funds, like I said in the video yesterday, we're splitting the funds between Hurricane Helene Relief and the charity Making Mentors and Making Georgia local to Garrett Thomson. So yeah, those links will be down in the description below. But today we got a big ride ahead of us. We got a lot of riding today. Started earlier because we got about 110 miles to go, which is about 170 kilometers. And it's the longest stretch of the entire tour is today. But it's also the flattest, which is why I did it that way. We'll average between 55 on the low end, 80 on the high end, but today about 110. And we're stopping off in Plains, which is home of Jimmy Carter, which would be pretty cool. Never been there, I always wanted to go there. It's in the middle of nowhere, which is why I've never had a reason to ever go there. But, and then from there, we'll go down to Albany, Georgia, and yeah, let's go. There is an army base called Fort Moore on the south end of Columbus, and they have recreational cycling paths through it. And I've always been used to a base, a military base, being like, you gotta check in, you gotta show ID, and they just won't let you on. But this is interesting. Never done this before. If you had to tell a lot of people one thing that's really near and dear to your heart, what would it be?
Wear a helmet, have lights, and service your bike. Don't just ride it and let it go. Service your bike.
Nice.
If you don't do nothing else, do those 3.
Architecture is interesting. It's like everything's real Spanish, like casita style houses. It's heading south to Plains, Georgia, about to hit Caseta, and been on this little road right here, which is running parallel with 280, and no cars. It led me straight out of the army base. It's gravel time. Super muddy down there, and I ain't trying to do all that. Now, don't get me wrong, I love gravel stuff, I love mud, but that hill is crazy, and it's gravel, and there's this road right here. There is a big shoulder. That looks like a good bike lane for me. Oh yeah, and I'll just ride this. The whole way down to Caseta. Ah. Oh, that's heavy. It also smells like poop. Onward. We're about 40 miles in, and we hit a pretty sandy road. It's not even a dirt road. Like front tire keeps washing out. This isn't like gravel. This is like loose sand on top of compact sand. And it also looks like I'm in the middle of like a World War I no man's land in France somewhere. Like this isn't even gravel. This is sand. Luckily, pavement right there, probably 200 feet away. So I'm gonna do what I can to get there. I could make it all the way down the hill. It's just straight sand. All right. This is what southwest middle of nowhere Georgia looks like. Nothing. That's a gunshot, like a shotgun. Straight through a stop sign. We don't litter. Why would you? I like that. I need that for my dump site. Not my dump site, but the dump site's been cleaning up. Why would you? Beautifully said. So we're 45 miles in, about 20 miles outside of Plains, Georgia. And I want to show you guys something about Georgia. If y'all don't know, Georgia's got red clay. We got red dirt, is what it looks like. Low-key second guessing my tire choice, but I feel like that's just for this section in southwest Georgia, so we'll see. I'm fine, but this is why you don't use road tires through mud. Pavement. Onward we go. $57 miles in today. It's been the hardest day so far, for sure. There's been absolutely nothing. Look. 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 Nothing. Guys, we have made it to Plains, Georgia. 65 miles right on the nose. And we are here to refuel, get some, hopefully some good food, and hit the road again because we got another 40 miles to go to get all the way to Albany, Georgia tonight. In Plains, there is nothing. Yes, it's the home of Jimmy Carter, and there's his presidential headquarters is over there. There's like a gift shop, but there ain't no food, ain't nothing. There's one restaurant which I'm gonna go eat food at, but it's just a takeout restaurant, and I gotta hit the road. But I found a Dollar General. There's not even a gas station in this town. That's how in the middle of nowhere we are. So I need to get some water, a Gatorade or two, a couple waters, and then I gotta hit the road because we got another 35 miles to go. The one restaurant I thought was open is closed. The Dollar General was fine. I got some tried and true sweets for the road. Got a box of Cliff bars, surprisingly cheap, 3 of them like $3. And I have some Big bars left over still, so I have food. It was mostly the liquid on this go around that got me, because I was like 40 miles and 3,000 feet of climbing without being able to refill for water was kind of a pain. And I went through a whole liter and a half that I can carry with me. And there was no gas station, no nothing until I got here. And I'm kind of sad that this restaurant isn't open. This gas station is. Got a little pep me up. Uphill on these dirt roads. Oh, he's strutting. I was hoping he'd come up and I could pet him a little bit, but anyhow, that's the cool thing about Southwest Georgia is, I mean, all these farm animals, I mean, horses and cows, and they're just beautiful. Got a little sheep laying in the field out there. I am not camping on this bikepacking trip. I have means to if I need to, but I don't want to per se, unless I'm up in the woods and there's no bugs, because down here the gnats are insane. Whatever I give off, my sweat and everything right now, is just attracting gnats like crazy. No way, a miniature horse. Or is that just like a donkey? I don't know. The other one's running. Look at him. Hey. Hey. You got to say anything to the viewers? You want to say anything? different thing happened today. So something didn't go quite as planned, and what happened was that for some reason everything in Albany is booked. Everything, every last Airbnb, every last hotel. There was like 2 Airbnbs that I would have rather camped at, or like camped instead of stayed at. So there's that. And it started getting dark on me, and I probably got in town probably about 25 minutes ago, and I got in right as soon as it got dark, which makes me happy. I'm not riding another 10 or 12 miles down into Albany, Georgia. But today stopped at Bancho's Grill, and they're only open until 8. And what time is it? It is 8:06 now. I walked in at 7:58. He saw me pull up on the bike, and I assume his name is Pancho. I should ask him what his name was. I'll go in there and ask him what his name was. But the owner was like, "Hey, bro, like whatever you want, I got you. What you're doing is great." And he hooked me up with some bussin'. He hooked it up, and just the sport's been crazy. The sport's been great, and we hit like 101 miles today. So I'll go ahead and put that right up on screen, and we out here. Tomorrow's Bainbridge. We're staying at an Airbnb right down the road. Check those links down below for the charities, because that's why we're doing all this. Until tomorrow, deuces.